Namaste, Jai Bharat. There's a kind of harsh arrogance when the radicals speak. They're so arrogant. When they talk such things, it may appear that they're completely idiots. Such things they say. And most often they make suicidal statements. The statements all programmed even, which are so obviously, evidently suicidal, but they will stand by it. What could be the psychology behind it? One, of course, obvious that complete, utter hatred towards certain directions, whom they call us mostly kafirs. The complete hatred is one thing, they just detest and, and get angry, and the anger comes out as arrogant statements. If there is any possibility, they will lay their hands. And see the way they execute others, slitting the throat. Like you slit the throats of animals, they have a ritualistic slitting of throat, I hate, of humans, burning people alive. All those atrocities are evident, which people have seen and known for quite some time. That arrogance. What could be the reason of this arrogance? They say that they're fearless. Well, this fearlessness is partially evident, though not a true phenomenon. It's not that they are fearless. They are extremely fearful. They are desperately afraid, but not of death. Not of death, because death is a welcome message to them. They have been indoctrinated right from childhood that this life is a spurious life. The real life is a life that you're going to have after you die. So this kind of brainwashing is done right from childhood with the religious connotation. And I said they're extremely afraid. They're extremely afraid of the religion, because their religion is based on two phenomena. One is promises of reward after death, and two, fear of punishment. And the fear of punishment is so serious, so devastating, and because of that fear, they will be extremely obedient to what the religion says, and they're convinced that whatever religion teaches them is correct. So they are so fearful. They very meekly and humbly submit to whatever is told to them in the name of religion. The fear of religion, fear of God. These are exclusive with them. So they cannot say that they are not afraid. They are afraid. Indeed, the whole empire they build in their mind, their mental empire, whatever, is built on such fear and trembling. I'll quote this word: fear and trembling. Sartre, Kierkegaard, they will all say that. Fear and trembling. They tremble with fear and claim to be courageous. It's not courage. Arrogance is not courage. This arrogance is because they think that this life is nothing, so they can play with it. They can do anything here, because the real life comes where all the luxuries are promised. Such luxuries which you can't afford on earth, impossible on earth, is offered after death. And they believe it. And once they believe it as a conviction. And once they're convinced that these things are going to be, they will not fear death. So that not fearing death doesn't make you a courageous person. That has to be noted. A courageous person is courageous on anything. Courage is entirely different from not fearing death. Death, of course. A courageous person, of course, doesn't fear death. But that fearlessness is entirely different from this kind of fearlessness. This kind of fearlessness is based on a much serious fear, trembles, and promises of reward. The greed of the rewards and the promises, the conviction in the promises, they pretend, or they appear to themselves as fearless. Actually, they are not fearless. They are extremely fearful people, and with the idea idea of promises of rewards and fear of punishment, there is fear and trembling in them. They shake, shudder. They can't dream of speaking against the religion. That's why, if anything, if anyone touches the religion, they become very violent. No, there are so many logical things to be discussed, but actually, there is no fearlessness. They are extremely fearful than many common people who are normally afraid. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Yes, Sierra.